Let's go!
And how about those Chiefs?
The Super Bowl runs through Arrowhead yet again as the Houston Texans. Come on, we all knew Kansas City would take care of a game where they would score in the mid-20s and the defense would step up. It is what the Kansas freaking City Chiefs do. We start off with an out and up right here from Marquise Hollywood Brown. It's a really well-run route. Gives Mahomes plenty of room to actually fit this in. And, well, Patty overthrew him. Kind of a weird Patrick game. You know, you get exactly what you want. Travis Kelce stepping it up when it really matters. This is really, really, really good stuff from Kansas City. Get him on an in-breaker and create a lot of traffic for him to run behind right here. And that's exactly what happens. You'll see 4 right here. Lasser get caught up in it. And this is just open right here. Patrick Mahomes has decent protection. It does break down eventually. He does have to take a big hit, and it's there. He just misses him. It's a tough throw because that protection did break down, but still. But obviously, you get a roughing the passer penalty, and you know, yes, it is roughing the passer, but still, you would like to see that completed. Man, Andy Reid is just a mad scientist. I have not seen Kansas City run this play since the Tampa Bay overtime game. I highly recommend you watch the film study from that game. And I really do love this play call, okay? So you have 2 fullbacks. It's actually your 2 receiving tight ends, and you're practically running flood out of this. You rarely see flood run out of this. And at first, you're thinking that this is a run because it looks like Noah Gray is split zoning here. But that's not what he's doing. He's actually running a route into the flat, deep corner right here and a vertical, and you're looking to hit Travis Kelce right here. They literally won the Tampa Bay game running this play, and it's all Andy Reid here. Is it a really good throw and a really good route by Travis Kelce? Yes. But I've never seen another team run this play out of that really sexy, quirky formation. It's really good stuff. I thought Xavier played well. Obviously, the numbers don't show it. I thought he was going to have a big game. He had a big game versus, Kansas City since versus the Texans a few weeks ago. And Patrick throws an absolute dime right here. But these are the kinds of catches Worthy just was not making earlier in the year, and he makes this one. Really good stuff. Chiefs on that drive eventually settle for a field goal. So at this juncture, if you're the Texans, you feel pretty good, right? 2 red zone trips after a really big kickoff return to start this game. And now, you know, you're feeling like you really are in this game. But, man, it's just Mahomes magic. You know when the postseason happens, he is just going to become a far better runner. And this is just what he does. Anyone that knows ball knows that Mahomes steps it up with his legs when it matters, and he picks up a huge chunk here. Man, Will Anderson was really good in this game. Now, I understand there were the penalties, but will this eventually, come to hurt the Kansas City Chiefs? You know, one thing I will say, this probably was the best set of edge rushers that they'll probably have to play for the rest of the playoffs. They might be able to survive with Tooney at left tackle. And anyone that watched this game knows that the best player on the field was Travis Kelce. I mean, it's not just, the Tay-Tay thing or whatever. This guy is just really playing at an unreal level in the postseason. And honestly, let's just call a spade. We could talk about Jerry Rice all we want, but this is the best postseason receiver you'll see. Like, in the regular season, he was not making guys miss. He just wasn't. It just wasn't really his game. He makes another guy miss right here, and he almost houses this. I mean, the guy just goes Super Saiyan. It's every single postseason. He just does not play bad games in January, and this is just, it's astonishing, really. And then it is interesting that in the first, big red zone goal line situation, they're rolling with Kareem Hunt. This normally is a Pacheco thing. It's blocked so perfectly that Trav doesn't even need to block anyone, and he scores. Alrighty! So I appreciate some of you from Chiefs Kingdom sent me messages. I did suffer a pretty big personal loss recently, my father-in-law. But thanks all. I really do appreciate you guys, okay? But let's get back to the film study. And, man, this is just really good scouting right here from Andy Reid. So you're backed up. They missed the extra point. It is 1st and Overland here. And what do? Well, you know that these ends want to get up here, get a safety, right? Take the lead. But you run underneath them. One big thing for the Chiefs, and we brought this up in our preview piece, that running under my guy, Danielle Hunter, I freaking love him so much. Go Tigers. Running underneath him is a very profitable thing. And one other thing that makes this very good is Joe Thuney is a really good run blocker, right? He's a guard. This is something he's comfortable doing, and he just clubs him up the field, and this 1st and Overland becomes 2nd and manageable thanks to some really, really good run blocking and some crafty running right there from Isaiah Pacheco. It's going to be interesting to see what the carry share looks like over the next couple of weeks. All right, it's 3rd and 6, and what happens? Well, this is what the Chiefs do. This is just what they do, and teams just cannot figure it out, all right? It's these leaks, right? So Travis Kelce, you just lose him, right? People say all the time, hey, how is it that Travis Kelce gets so freaking open? Well, look, it looks like he's blocking at first. It's a delay. It's still so unfreaking believably hard to keep up with this. All right, so Mahomes is looking to see if there's anything deep. Another thing I really like about these kind of delay plays, and obviously, you know, Travis Kelce makes a really good run after the catch because he's a freaking beast in the playoffs, is if you delay close to the line of scrimmage, it changes up the route that the end has to take, right? So there's a little chip right there. Then you have Joe Thuney getting him, and then you have Samaje Perine out here, all right? So you just really, really need your right tackle to hold up against Danielle Hunter, and he's able to. And after that little leak, Mahomes knows Travis Kelce's going to pick up this 1st down. It really is so unfreaking believably complex, yet simple at the same time. It's crazy. All right, so this was obviously, you know, one of the biggest calls of the game. You know, when you slide that late, I'll keep my opinions to myself. It's tough, right? It's tough. If you're sliding that late, I don't know. All righty, so let's break this down. I'm not the biggest fan of this on 4th and 1. Just bringing everyone in tight. This play is blown up pretty well up the middle. You just got to make this tackle, right? And Kareem Hunt, man, look at that. His short yardage obviously was really good in this game. But, I really honestly did not mind the coverage decisions from the Texans in this game, okay? I would have played probably a lot of single high myself, right? The Chiefs have not been the best at hitting these goal balls down the sideline anyway, and they just honestly put the clamps down. It was just Travis Kelce, right? He's going up against a DB here with the inside leverage. He beats him to the inside. This time the protection is so daggum good across the way. And look at Kelce. Obviously he is, man, I don't know many ball carriers that are better at cutting against the grain than number 87. Wow. He picks up all these yards here, 1st down. So I was hanging out with some family earlier, and look, I met a young Chiefs fan. I never met this kid before. His name was Brody. I was going to shout him out. Shout out to you, Brody. We were discussing Chiefs fandom, right? He was telling me he doesn't like fake Kansas City Chiefs fans. And look, I'm not going to act like I am a Chiefs fan because I'm not, right? But it's hard to not be a fan of Travis Kelce. Okay, we've seen Mahomes do the jump passes so many times. But what makes this so unfreaking believable, and I really do mean unbelievable, is the Texans actually have this guarded really well. So they're getting some pressure here, and they have it guarded, right? Stingley has this out taken care of, and you'll see that they do a good job passing things off, all right? So this safety picks up Worthy's in-breaker, and this linebacker is picking up Kelce's in-breaker. So Mahomes steps up into the pocket, and what's crazy is he sees that the linebacker is, coming after Trav, and then he is already seeing that Kelce is starting to cut behind this backer. All right, so look at the anticipation Mahomes is throwing with right now to throw this football into this space. Man, that is redunculous. It is truly special stuff to have the arm strength to still get that through, and that's what makes Travis Kelce the GOAT, man. I mean, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Wow, kind of look like that Joey Burrow guy. Pretty good player himself. Huh? All right, Chiefs fans, Kareem Hunt, your guy. Comment below, though. Do you think the three-peat is a lock? We were talking quite a bit, and once again, Travis Kelce's blocking in this game was so good. Okay, give Tooney some help. We know he's good at run blocking, so crack down on Will Anderson. And this, honestly, is a really good read right here from Kareem Hunt, reading these butt pads. Look at this. He presses, and then he bounces into this hole. And then look at that block right there from Travis Kelce. I'm telling you, Travis Kelce versus the Ravens may never be topped in the AFC Championship game in terms of his best playoff games. But this one's got to be up there. I mean, it really, really, really does. But I want you KC fans. This Mahomes game was good, right? And that's what makes this special. Comment below if you want to see a defensive film study from this game, because Steve Spagnuolo was just amazing. George Karlaftis with 3 sacks. Chris Jones, that rush from a defensive end position was really good. Let me know if you want to see that. This is on Xavier Worthy. I know I talked about him having a really good game. Look at Mahomes throwing with this anticipation. He's seeing that this out is going to be open. He's throwing it now. Obviously catching the football is the most important thing, but Worthy needs to be able to keep his feet right here. If you keep your feet, you're probably picking up this first down. It ends up being 4th and short. Andy Reid, kind of a 50-50 decision to kick this field goal. I do agree with it, though. Normally, I'm a go-for-it guy on any 4th and 1 situation, but with your defense playing this well, trust, the best clutch kicker of the past, half decade to make it, and make this a 2-possession game. But, man, Andy Reid is just so far and away the best coach. And, yeah, I don't know. I know I picked Baltimore to win the Super Bowl this year. We'll see if they actually beat the Bills, but I'm recording this now. But, man, Kansas City. All right, so this is a big problem for me with the Chiefs and why they bother me. Have they solved football? I understand that sounds so stupid, but every game they played during the regular season was kind of sort of like this one, right, where it was like a 23-20 type of game, and the Chiefs just make fewer mistakes and always make a few more plays than the other team. And look, even right here at the end of it, I didn't even spend any time talking about this. D'Amico Ryan's team was just kind of wild, right? They were, this is such a late hit. They were undisciplined in many ways. So, Andy Reid's teams just, if you beat them, you really, really, really got to beat them. And it's tough, man. They really dominate all 3 phases. And the funny thing about the Chiefs' offense and how efficient and good they are, the Chiefs really kick everybody's butt harder in the other 2 phases of the game, special teams and, of course, defense. So let me know if you want to see that defensive film study. Last thing on this game. Travis Kelce is the best postseason receiver of all time. I understand Jerry Rice and all that other stuff. I get it. But when you factor in his blocking gets better and, his postseason game logs are just so unfreaking believably ridiculous, he's the best. He is the best. And I just won't hear anything otherwise. The guy is just truly, truly, truly spectacular. So let me know what you guys think down below. We'll talk to you soon, okay? Appreciate all the love, Chiefs Kingdom. I'm not one of yours, but I don't hate you either. I will be honest. I do not want a three-peat, though. I always push against a team winning it just too many times, okay? Nothing personal. It is Power Hour NFL. Boom. And tonight, we are doing some jambalaya, man. TT came to town from the BR. Let's go.